Hi, seniors. So I've been giving goodbye speeches since I started teaching, but I realized a few years ago that there were many more seniors that I wanted to give some kind of goodbye spiel to than just the ones that happened to be in my class the spring semester of their senior year. So this is my message to all of you, and this is why I posted online, so that way if you want to listen, you have a chance to do it. So I'm kind of doubly sad this year that you all are leaving. I mean, I'm always a little bit bummed every year to see you all go, but I'm doubly bummed with you all because I really didn't get a chance to teach a lot of you. Usually I meet most of you your sophomore year, but your sophomore year they changed up my schedule and I taught mostly juniors and seniors, and then in your junior and senior years they moved me back to teaching mostly sophomores. So usually I teach well over 130 some seniors, and this year I've only taught like 80 or so. So I didn't really get to meet that many of you, and it bums me out because A, the seniors I did teach were awesome, and B, I got to meet many of you that I didn't have in class, just talking in the hallways, going to events, like just various places around the building, and I got to know just enough of you to really regret not having you in class, because you all seemed so cool and interesting and passionate about tons of different things, and just, it just makes me realize just for as many of the students that I get to know, there's so many more of you out there that I haven't had the chance to teach, and that's it always is kind of a little bit of a letdown. So, but some of you know that, for those of you that I did teach, some of you know that your class gifted me with literally the worst class that I've ever taught in my life, ever. Fall World Geography, sophomore year. You know who you are if you were in that class. And that's not hyperbole. I literally had subs who would not work for me because of that class. And you might be saying, like, that's a really weird thing for a teacher to publicly say on the internet. That's not very nice. Hold up, let me explain. First of all, the thing that really frustrated me about that class was individually, I loved all of the kids in that class. They were awesome, great personalities, fun to be around. They were interested in what we were talking about, but for some reason, like the combination of all those people led to this awful chemical concoction that was just, bleh. It wasn't very good. It was just a bad mix. But the more important reason why I'm mentioning this is because I'm saying that to set up what I hope comes off as a very sincere, profound compliment. And it's that they reminded me over these past 2 years, as I watched them go through their junior and senior year, just how much you grow and change in your time here at Millard West. That, your first couple of years, you're kind of overgrown middle schoolers a little bit. And then by the time you're out of here, you really are young adults. Because the growth that I've seen, the maturity, the hard work. I had the chance to teach a few of those Fall World Geo kids again, and to every single one of them, I was just so impressed. And the thing that really impressed me wasn't just their abilities, but it was the fact that they chose to step up and grow as people. Right? That doesn't come automatically. And that's the thing that I have the most profound respect for. And they reminded me that, in this profession, to never, ever give up on kids, because your potential to do stuff is just, uncalculable. So, that's why I had to say that, because, you all might have given me a few gray hairs 2 years ago, but wow, where you all are now, I'm just, seriously, I'm super impressed. And not just for the kids in that class, but for all of you, right? To be able to see you at graduation, it's single-handedly, that day is one of my favorite and least favorite days. And least favorite just because, for most of you, it will be goodbye, right? I'm not going to see you ever again. But it's one of my favorites because, graduation really isn't an end. Right, I'm proud to be there and to witness you getting your diplomas, because it really more symbolically is representative of your beginning. Your training's complete. Time to go on to the real video game. You're done with the tutorial. Because the best part about being a teacher, I found, is not really anything even that happens here at Millard West. It's after you graduate and getting to hear what you're up to, getting to see what you're up to. One of the coolest things for me this year is that 2 of my former students are teaching at Millard West. And to be able to say about them and about everybody that I've taught that are now alumni to be able to say like, man, for a few short months, I got to get to know them. I got to see what they were capable of. I got a front row seat to that. I mean, it's so cool. It's the best part of this job. Now, you're all at the same milestone, obviously, but I think it's fair to say you're not all in the same place in life, right? Some of you know exactly what you want to do. You've got your trajectory. You're locked in. You clear direction you're going down. Some of you, you're testing the waters. You've got a few different ideas, and then there's some that I would imagine the future is a genuinely terrifying prospect. Just know that however you're feeling about life right now, that you're not alone. None of us are. We always have people in our corner willing to support us. And if you don't feel that way, right? If you don't feel like there's no one, if you don't feel like there's anybody to your left or right that's willing to back you up, give me a call. I'm serious about that. Doesn't matter if it's a week from now or 10 years from now. If you feel like there's no one there to support you, I'll be there to give you advice or just to listen or to do what I can. Because if you would have told 17-year-old me graduating from high school everything that I would get to do in my adult life, right? That now this year I'm celebrating my 10th year of teaching. If you would have told me that, if you would have told me I had the chance to meet the president, to coach state champion debate teams, to do all those things, to meet and marry my amazing wife, to have my kids, I would not have believed you. I genuinely would not have. And I've had dozens of people help me in my life to get me to where I'm at. And that's not to say I haven't worked hard. In fact, I've probably worked a little too hard at certain points in my life. But I've worked my tail off, but if I had worked my tail off by myself, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I worked my tail off, and I had dozens of people at various points stepping in and doing what they could, whether they knew it or not, to help make me the person that I am today. So if you feel alone, reach out, because there are people that support you. And if you are cruising and living a successful life and all of that, be sure to thank the people around you, because you did not get there by yourself. And that's not an insult to you, because again, I know you're all working very hard. But to get through this thing we call life, we need a lot of people to have our backs. So be sure to thank them for that. To the class of 2017, congratulations. Just know this, that I really respect you. Because you all have more on your plate. We have higher expectations now. You have more work to do than when I was here as a high school kid. And tons of you do way more than I would have ever been willing to commit to doing when I was your age. You're better than me. And I don't forget that, right? That's, each generation people say you should leave the world in a better place. I think the best measure of that is the next generation of kids coming up. Are they doing more and accomplishing more than we did? And the answer for that for you all is yes. You're better than us in a lot of different ways. And so just take that to heart and don't forget that. I really, really, really look forward to seeing where life's journey takes you. And I want to sincerely thank you. You've made my life more fun and interesting and rewarding than I could have ever thought possible. And that's a debt I don't think I could ever possibly repay for you, because you've made a huge impact on my life for the better. So just know this, I say it every year, but I say it with the utmost sincerity. I believe in you. I always have believed in you, and I always will believe in you, because I know that you have the capacity to do awesome things in this world. So congratulations, good luck with wherever life takes you, and enjoy your summer, and enjoy being done with high school.